What does self-love feel like to me? Self-love, if I had to describe it, is that internalized warmth that all people possess. That warmth that feels like a hug, but it's from the inside. And it's literally you hugging you. It's you comforting yourself. It's you believing and trusting and walking in the faith of yourself. Your own belief and strength is what carries you onto the next day. It's what carries you from your next step. It's what fills up your lungs to take that next breath. For you to say what you have to say and feel unabashed by it. For you to truly believe in yourself, to fully be confident in your own self, is that's what it means to me. What inspires me is the fact that of what I do. Like, I'm Gabriel Kenner, also known online as Benny Don't Miss or Don't Miss Benny, depending on my socials. I have to be in front of a camera and talk to an audience anytime that I choose to stream, anytime I choose to make content. I'm putting myself out there, promoting myself out there. If I didn't have that self love, that reassurance in myself to do the things that I do, that I wouldn't be in this field. So what motivates me is the fact that I feel like beyond me, it's for the other people out there who might not have had that opportunity or haven't had opportunity yet, or the people who doubt themselves of doing what it is that I do, because I want to be a beacon for others. I want to be a beacon that others can follow in my footsteps, or just in my actions, or be inspired to see like, oh hey, he does it, I can do it too. Literally, I just had an interview, literally like the other week about. It was an interview about something else totally unrelated. When I went to like where hobbies were, and I happened to mention that to the person who was interviewing me, we ended up having a whole conversation about that, and that he was more so into his head or into himself about his appearance. And I was like, gave him advice on like how to move beyond that, or how to feel, or how to come to practice to have that acceptance of yourself. So that's what motivates me is that there's other people out there who felt like me, who felt like they weren't like attractive enough, or they weren't like in the best shape that they could be to be on camera, to be a content creator, to film themselves, record themselves, to talk to nobody, or feel like you're talking to nobody, until that day you have a panel and you have a million people in the audience waiting to hear you, waiting to see you. That is what motivates me to practice that self-love, is that I'm the key, I'm the ignition to the start of my own dreams. Okay, steps that I took for my to start my self-love journey was one, journaling and writing down what's everything that you want to accomplish in a year. And the thing was, of just by fate, by chance, by actions, that it did come to pass. Like everything that I wanted came to pass. And now I feel like more importantly, I have to do that again. That I have to write it down. But that was one. The first one was journaling. Two was like planning actions, planning things, stepping outside of my comfort zone of doing things. Because if I never push myself or challenge myself, then how can I grow? So that was like, I'll say those two of the things that I did. Where does my support system come from? It's interesting because people always said when it comes to support, it's usually not local. It's not from your own hometown. And I see that more to be true. My support system is literally from people who I've never seen in person. It is everybody who I've met online. It is some people who, it is local, yes, but it's not people that's in my close, like, everyday friends. Um, that is my support system in that meaning. If we're talking in regards to self love, that would be, um, I gotta give it up to God because I want to be here if it wasn't for Him, and my parents. But like uh, but my biggest support system is literally, like I said, it's people who I run into from connecting, from networking, from meeting people. They'll be the ones like push my content. They'll be the ones who like shout me out on a post or shout me out on a video or something. It's like, and it means the world to me, like so much that there's other people out there. Like, I uplift people naturally, and to have that return to me is amazing. I really love that. How do I maintain the feeling of being in my self love? Is that I used to write a bunch of notes everywhere, the places that I frequented in the house, and I would always look back at those affirmations, of those just kind words to myself, and I would really just have to like remind myself of I am valued, I am loved, I am determined, I will be successful, I already am successful. The things of my past no longer hold me down or weigh me down, and when it comes to my present and my future, uh, those those who do see my works, be inspired by my works, continue to just spread that message of positivity. It's like remembering things like that, even when I do get like those shout outs and stuff from people, just knowing that I was the one that did that, I put out that content. I made a decision to film myself and, have at it. That self love is that. To do what you love every day like it's not a job. To do what you love every day, and the fact that if there was no money involved, you would do it simply because you feel good doing it. And that's my answer. Do I practice daily self affirmations? Currently I don't, but I definitely should because it's always needed. Even if you're at like the top of the top, you just got that good paying job, you just got that raise, you just got promoted, you just got the Lifetime Achievement Award. I feel like it's still necessary to practice that self love, and that's definitely something I need to. So thank you for that question because I needed to hear that. My biggest accomplishment is when I get my is usually when I get self love is knowing that the hard times or the low times that I'm in are never that long because I know how I am. Like I'm so comfortable in myself of knowing that it's never gonna be too long before I just bounce back. Like I might be down today. Give it like 3 days tops and I'll be up tomorrow. I'll be up again. I like that Glorilla song. That's why I love today. I could be down, but I'm up tomorrow, or something like that. Tomorrow too, for those that don't know. I had to. Oh, I had to. I was at my lowest of the low. I was in therapy. They really helped me start to like read books, start to really just like I said, do the inner work upon myself. But upon myself and seeing that and knowing like I'll be okay. Ultimately, the things that I go through, I'll get past that. The challenges that are in my way, the obstacles that are in my way, what I think is in my way, all of that will be overcame. Like my problems that I have, it's like that'll be taken care of. It's like I feel like it's beyond me, but I felt like I had this kind of it felt like a blanket of security and knowing things are okay, and that's when I knew that that's when I acquired like my self love. Absolutely. The advice that I would give someone to start uh, their self love journey would be to take the time to really write down and find out what it is that you want. What is that you want out of this life? As impossible as it may seem, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? What will drive you? What will feed your soul? Find out what that is. When you find out what that is, then you can work backwards and break it down to the most simplest form of how you can achieve that daily. I feel like it goes from there. Half of the time we get excited, we want to start something, but we don't do it because we start getting in our head about how many steps and things we have to do. We're already at the end goal of how do we get to this point. You have to start at the beginning. Take it back to the beginning. Take baby steps. Use building blocks to get to where you need to go.